Hi, my name is Brian Davies. Welcome to Lockdown Kitchen. I'm not a chef. I'm just doing this to spend some time while we're restricted from going to work and enjoy our normal life. I love to cook. I work too hard. I've not been cooking for years, so I thought during this period, let me try some of the dishes I've wanted to try and share with you. Today we're going to make an Indian fish curry. Okay, so first I've got a kilo of tuna, which I've cleaned, chopped up, taken off all the skin. So I'm doing the marinade now. Chili garlic paste, 2 tablespoons. If you're not a big fan of garlic and chili, by all means use less. I'm a big fan of Himalayan pink salt. I like the flavour profile it gives. I don't like to put too much, so I just give 1 level spoon. Then a heaped teaspoon of turmeric and a heaped teaspoon of red chili powder. It saves a lot of money if you're using a lot of spices and herbs to buy in bulk and then put them into kilner jars. Once we've got everything in for the marinade, we're just going to mix it all in. Right. It is best to use your hands for these. And you see, look at that beautiful colour coming out now from the turmeric and the red chili powder. You could use regular chili powder, leave it in the fridge for 2 to 3 hours, then we'll come back, we'll make the curry. I'd just like to go through the ingredients I'm going to use in the curry today. I've got 4 tablespoons of cashew nuts, 4 tablespoons of desiccated coconut. I'm using a can of tomatoes, or you could use 4 fresh tomatoes. I'm going to use the juice from the tomatoes to help me get the liquid into the curry and use less water. 2 onions, which I'm going to chop very finely, 4 tablespoons of oil, and here's my seasoning mix. I've got 3 heaped teaspoons of garam masala, 1 spoon of fennel, 4 green chilies, which I'm going to chop very finely and remove the seeds, a tablespoon of cumin, and 3 bay leaves. Instead of the bay leaves, you could put a small sprig of curry leaves. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any curry leaves yesterday or today, so I've opted to use the bay leaves. Okay, we've left our fish to marinate for a couple of hours. We're now going to just sear the fish off. So, go straight into my wok. Just get some of the spices cooked and the meat browned. Then we'll remove it from the heat, and then we'll work on the curry gravy, and we'll add back the fish for a final cooking. Okay, this is taking about 5 minutes. You can see I've got a nice hot wok, and you can see that we've seared. Now you can tell when it's done because you can start getting the aroma of the chili and the garlic, and the raw taste has gone. So that's there. I'm going to turn this down a bit now. Okay, now we're going to make the spice mix. There's no need to clean the wok. I'm going straight in. I'll put my remaining oil in. I've actually used a little bit more than 4 tablespoons. I may have to use a little bit more yet again. So what's going to go in first? And my fennel seeds. I just want those to cook a little bit. And you see that you get a beautiful aroma from the fennel. It's lovely. So we'll just get those cooking. I'm going to put my cashew nuts in as well because I want to brown them off a bit. It's important to keep stirring, because I'm cooking on such a high heat. I don't want things to burn. So, always important to cook off spices. Don't just put them in raw. Fry them off, release their oils, release their taste. I use quite a high amount of garam masala because I want a really spicy taste. You can actually use less. A little bit more oil in there. getting hot a bit, so I'm going to put a little bit of my tomato sauce that came out of the can. Yeah, you see. I'm going to add my coconut. I don't want to burn this, so I've turned the heat down. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to just cook this off, and then we're going to grind it down into a paste, and that'll be our spice and mixture and taste mixture. Add a little bit more of the tomatoes. You can add water. Now I'm going to add my onions. There we go. To this. Oh, this smells absolutely amazing. Absolutely. I wish you could smell it. Okay, I'm just going to leave that for a few more minutes, then I'm going to use my little hand blender and make it into a nice paste, chili paste. Okay, welcome back. You can see here I've ground that down into a nice thick spicy paste. Now we're going to make the gravy. There's one ingredient I forgot to mention earlier. I do like to use coconut milk. I find it gives it a nice colour and it balances off a lot of the spices that are in the curry. So I just used half a can. In we go. Now you see. Then I'm going to add my canned tomatoes, which I've chopped up. I'm going to put my bay leaves in. A little bit of water just to loosen up the sauce. And that's, I wish you could smell this, it smells fantastic. So we're just going to get that coming up to a boil. Look at that, really nice smelling. Then I'm going to go back in with my fish, and all that goodness is there going in. Just fold it in into the sauce. And we're going to cook that off, we're going to simmer that for approximately 30 minutes to let all the flavours infuse, and we should have delicious tasting Indian style fish curry. And there we have it. I've garnished the curry with some fresh coriander leaves and a few green onions. I've made up some, they're pre-made Kerala papadums, and this is a nice little accompaniment. It's just plain yogurt with banana. I find it goes very well with spicy curries. I would eat this with chapati or roti, or you can serve it traditionally with rice. Tomorrow I'll be showing you how to make an easy to make chapati, which will go excellent with this dish. My name's Brian Davies. Thank you for taking the time to watch my first YouTube video on Lockdown Kitchen, and see you again soon.